Well, what's going to happen now?
There's going to be another meeting tonight.
Good. I'm going to it. I'm going to tell Mrs. Palmer that she's bananas.
Oh, no, you're not. Your father and I are going to be there. You have to trust us to do the best we can.
Okay. But you give Mrs. Palmer hell for me.
You watch your language, miss. You hear me?
I'm happy to report that I have found out enough about Flora Jessup's private life not to be concerned about Mr. Lawrence's legal admonitions.
Well, this admonition is not legal, it's personal. People's private lives are just that, private. I don't feel we have the right to invade that privacy.
I couldn't agree with you more strongly. The only problem is, in this particular instance, the person's private life is dangerous to the safety of our children. Now, you can see that that is quite another matter, can't you? Now, before anybody says anything else, I think you should all know why Flora Jessup left her last teaching position. You see, she seduced a student. I spoke to the dean of the school. Charges were brought against her, but she packed up and left town before they could do anything. Now, I think that even you, Mr. Lawrence, can see that we have grounds for dismissal on morals charges.
No, I don't think so, Mrs. Palmer. Such charges would have to be brought concerning a current incident. Listen, I think we should table the matter of Miss Jessup until someone not too emotionally involved, too prejudiced, can hear Miss Jessup's side.
Now, hold on, Doug. Now, I agree with you about a person having certain rights. But, boy, if that person doesn't have the moral judgment to stay away from innocent kids.
Our children are at a very impressionable age, and personally, I want to be very careful about what and who mine are exposed to.
Of course. Under other circumstances, I would not dream of even discussing something like this. But I think that you can all see that it is absolutely vital that Flora Jessup be made to leave this school.
A formal motion has to be made, I think.
Just a minute. Now, if Mr. Lawrence is correct and we can expect no legal help, then I think we should organize a campaign. Flora Jessup can be made to resign. If enough about her private life is made public, she'll have to leave.
Before all this happens, shouldn't Miss Jessup have a chance to speak in her own behalf?
It's entirely up to her. I'm certainly ready to listen. I'm sure everyone is.
I'm with Alice Palmer. Looks to me like we better do something.
Thank you. Who else can I count on? Thank you. Now, all those on the other side. Okay. You have to vote one way or the other. You have to be for or against.
No, I can't. Not yet.
Mom, is that you?
Oh, buddy, what are you doing up?
I thought I could stay awake, but I guess I crashed. Did you tell Mrs. Palmer to go to... did you tell Mrs. Palmer off?
Buddy, the whole thing is more complicated than I expected. There's a possibility that it's true.
Well, Miss Jessup is entitled to believe what she wants to. You did stick up for her, though, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I need time to think.
Mom, while you're thinking, they're gonna ruin her.
Buddy, something was brought up, and it bothers me. There's talk about Miss Jessup and a student.
No.
Buddy, listen to me.
No, it's not true. It couldn't be. You let crazy Mrs. Palmer get to you. I thought you were smarter than that.
Oh, Buddy.
What you need is Snackmate.